Are you feeling a little confused about how to hold that squishy new baby over a potty? Look no further, we've got you covered. This week we're sharing 16 different hold variations and what scenarios they're best for, so you can potty your baby anytime, anywhere. This is episode 267, How to Hold Your Newborn for Elimination Communication. Hey there, welcome back. Thanks so much for joining me. I'm Nicole Cheever, and this is the Go Diaper Free podcast. Today, I'm bringing you an article that Andrea wrote about positions, about how to hold your baby over a potty, a sink, or really anything. The article is full of photos, so we will have those all over on the blog. So go to godiaperfree.com/267 when you're done listening. You can find the show notes over there with all the links, of course. You can ask questions, leave comments, and see all those great photos. And then we will also have them in the video version on YouTube, so check that out as well. For those of you listening, I'm going to do my best to briefly describe the positions, so bear with me here. And of course, if you're listening on your favorite podcast player or watching on YouTube, please make sure you click that subscribe button so you'll be notified about all of our future episodes. I thought this would be a great article for our series here that's wrapping up, pun intended, about elimination communication for new parents with new babies. All right, without further ado, here is how to hold a newborn baby over the potty. The first picture is of the cradled classic hold over a sink, and I'll describe that in just a minute here. Many parents want to start elimination communication with their babies as early as possible. When they find out that EC can be started at birth, the first question is, how do you hold a newborn baby over the potty? My first response is, as the image above illustrates, well, it doesn't necessarily have to be done over a potty. Let me explain before you get too grossed out. Newborn poop is benign, and the pee, right when it comes out, is actually sterile. The poop of an exclusively breastfed baby is said by various sources to be sterile as well, but I can't be 100% sure. So pottying over a sink or wherever you happen to be is actually much more hygienic than using the diaper as a full-time toilet and having your baby sit in it for a while. You can rinse the sink and sanitize it much more quickly than cleaning up that nasty newborn explosive blowout. And babies sitting in newborn poop often get diaper rash. It is not good for the baby's skin at all. If you know me, I'm quite practical and love using visuals to teach about EC. So in today's post, I've included a bunch of photos to show how to hold a newborn baby in position. These are from the 70 plus positions photo gallery in my popular EC book. I've also included some photos of how to use my favorite newborn potty, the top hat potty, with a newborn baby, because the top hat is the #1 tool I insist people carry in their diaper-free bags. The most popular newborn potty positions. Classic EC position. This is the most common elimination communication position and a great one for newborns. It can be used everywhere. Baby's back and neck are supported by your chest, and baby is loosely held by the thighs and pointed in the direction of the receptacle. For a boy, simply use your finger to aim. Here are several photos of the classic EC hold in various settings using various receptacles. So there is Andrea squatting, holding the baby in that classic position she just described. So baby's back is against her chest and stomach with her hands under the thighs, aiming baby into the bushes. So this first one is classic EC hold while squatting, and she's outside. The next one is classic EC hold over a sink. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Same thing, but you're standing up, holding baby pointed into the sink. The next one is classic over the toilet. You're usually going to have to squat in front of the toilet to hold baby in this position and aim and get everything in the big potty. And then the last one is the classic EC hold over a pad. So she's sitting what my kids call crisscross applesauce on the ground with her feet crossed in front of her and a waterproof pad over her lap, holding baby pointed away from her. And this one you're going to want to hold baby pretty close to the pad. Otherwise, too high up, you might miss it and go over the front of it. Cradle classic position. If your baby hates the classic position, cradle classic can help her relax while also encouraging her to pee in a hygienic place. Same as the classic, but this time you cradle baby in the crook of your elbow. Again, great idea to aim baby boy's stream with your finger. Here are some photos showing the preparation of the arm and then laying the baby in the crook of the arm to use this very gentle EC position in many environments. She's outside in these first two photos. The first one is the cradle classic while squatting, one of two, preparation of the arm. She's holding baby in one arm, and the other arm is a little bit out from her body in a bend, probably about a 90-degree bend. So she's getting that crook of her elbow ready to cradle the baby in. The baby's outer thigh, the thigh further away from her, is going to be in that hand, whatever elbow that is that you're cradling the baby in. And then the baby's thigh closer to your body is going to be with your hand that you're not cradling the baby with. And so that their side will be against your body, their head will be in the crook of your arm. So there's another photo there, the cradle classic while squatting, two of two, baby in the crook of the arm. There are photos showing the same preparation, both sitting on the floor with a waterproof pad. This time the pad's not in her lap, so you'll see her preparing the elbow and then cradling the baby. So she's leaning a little bit more forward so the baby is held over the waterproof pad in front of her on the floor. And then the last set is doing the same thing over the sink. First, cradle classic over the sink, and then cradle classic while squatting over the toilet. So again, same thing, you'll have to squat to get down to the level of the toilet, and then you can cradle the baby and just make sure their bottom is kind of centered over the potty. Pottying while nursing or breastfeeding position. Many newborn babies poop while nursing, and the signal they typically give right beforehand is called popping off the breast. In other words, the baby cannot stay latched and their head bobs off and on. It doesn't mean your milk supply is too high or your letdown is too strong. It sometimes means that baby just doesn't want to use the bathroom while having his tasty meal. I can't blame him. If your baby pops off the breast while nursing and you see her grimace or bear down or push, or not, it can be stealthy too. You can continue nursing over a pad or pull baby off for a moment to potty over a pad, or a bowl, or a top hat potty, or the ground, to relieve herself and then return to the breast to finish the full meal. It is always easier to eat once you've paused to relieve yourself, right? Again, best to aim boys' parts into the top hat potty or toward the pad by tilting the potty, positioning the pad, and or aiming at either receptacle with your finger. Here is one image of nursing over a pad, the baby would be naked bottom in this case, and one of nursing over a top hat potty in the car, because who wants to clean up a blowout while out and about? Much easier to catch it in the top hat potty, which you hold between your thighs while sitting. Top hat potty positions. Like I've already mentioned above, the best newborn potty, hands down, is the top hat potty. My new top hat potty. It is compact, lightweight, and comfortable for baby to relax and relieve herself in most any situation, including on the go, at night, on the bed, on the couch, anywhere. And mine come with a potty cozy to keep the seat comfortable and warm, and an extra wide rubber band to keep your potty from slipping out from between your legs. Ask me how I know. But Andrea, how exactly do you hold a newborn over a top hat potty? Here are some photos featuring the top hat potty in a variety of situations. For boys and some girls who pee straight out, simply tilt the potty towards yourself like in the photos below. The first one is placing the top hat potty between your legs while sitting. So she's sitting on the ground with her legs straight out in front of her, and the top hat potty is pretty much as close as she can get it to her body between her thighs, and her thighs are holding it on either side. That rubber band keeps it from slipping. And the second photo is her doing the classic hold over the top hat potty. Here she's kind of holding the baby up in the air. You can hold the baby a little bit further down. Again, that cozy is going to help keep baby's bottom warm so the plastic won't be cold against their skin. The next photo is the classic over the top hat potty facing away. So she is placing the baby on the potty now rather than just over it. The next one is the classic over the top hat potty tilted for a boy. So the baby's still facing away from her, but she's tilted that edge of the potty that's furthest away up. So the potty is tipping towards Andrea's body and helping to aim that pee right into the top hat. And as someone who has girls who pee straight out, this is very, very helpful to do for boys or girls. The next photo is the classic over the top hat potty facing you. This is a great one if your baby can hold their head up. You just hold the baby facing you under the arms and you set them on the potty facing you. The next one is classic hold over the top hat potty in the parked car. Again, she's sitting in the seat of the car with the top hat potty in that same position, and baby is on the potty facing away from her. She's also got the classic over-the-top potty tilted for a boy. So same thing, tilting that potty towards her. And then the cradle classic over the top hat potty in the parked car. So you could do the cradle classic over the top hat as well. You're just going to place it right under baby's bottom. And the last one here is dumping out the top hat potty. She's showing how you pull back that cozy to be able to dump the potty without getting the cozy wet or soiled. And here's a video of me demonstrating how to use the top hat potty with then few-month-old Branson. So if you go over to the blog, you can see that video. You can also find it on our YouTube channel, so make sure you check that out. And while we're talking about pottying newborns, all you need to know about starting EC at birth to 4 months old. In addition to my popular comprehensive how-to oriented book, Go Diaper Free, we now have the comprehensive program on starting at birth with newborn elimination communication, the Golden Window Newborn EC program. It has tons of bonus footage of me pottying my hours, days, and weeks old babies myself. And that's it for today, folks. The most popular newborn EC positions, complete with doll photos and a damn cute baby, if I might say so myself. Did I miss your favorite newborn elimination communication potty position? Is one of these your current faves? If so, please post about it in the comments below. I truly love hearing from you. Till next time, Andrea. That concludes the post that Andrea has with positions. Thank you so much for sticking with me today here on the Go Diaper Free podcast. This is going to wrap up our series on newborn EC for new parents. Make sure you tune in next week because we're going to continue on kind of in the normal flow of elimination communication, stepping up through the ages. So we started with newborn and we're going to continue through to mobile babies, toddlers, and maintaining daytime dryness. So stick around over the next couple weeks. Again, you'll be able to find the blog post with all the photos, the show notes, all the links, everything over at godiaperfree.com/267. Make sure you check that out when you're done listening here. I'm Nicole Cheever with Go Diaper Free. Thanks for sticking with me today, and we'll see you next time.